the mayor of Sual Pangasinan was really the boyfriend of Madam or Mayor, former Mayor Alice. Di nagkaroon ng leakage noong March 13 na operation.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Yes. Kaya huwag ka na magsinungaling. This representation, paniniwalaan po yun, sinabi nyo.
A while ago, you were telling us that you were on leave. Now, sinasabi mo...
That was a...
Tunay na balita, walang kinakampiyan, sumasalamin sa katotohanan lamang.
Hindi ko po alam kasi like her, I'm also from the farm. But I'm aware of some reports involving Pangasinan, Your Honor.
Ngayon ko lang nalaman yun, August ng Barbers.
If I may,
Go ahead.
I was following your questioning, Congressman Abante. Perhaps we can ask Mayor Batawil if he knows if there is a mayor who is romantically involved with Mayor Alice Go from Pangasinan.
That's a revelation to me, Congressman Barbers. I'd like to find out, is there...
Your Honor, hindi po ako yun. It had been said many times over that subject had been linked to a Pangasinan mayor. Pero hindi po ako yun. Your Honor.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So that will be the last...
Thank you,
Mr. Chair, even before...
Wait. That will be the last question. You
Yeah.
want to interject
Yeah,
something?
Mr. Chair, I'm just asking, wala na ngayon? Or meron before? Or...
Ewan ko. Mamaya na kayo mag-usap.
Congresswoman Janet, why are you interested?
Mr. Chair.
Okay, we need some funny moments, but there's another interjection from Congressman Akop. Sir, you are recognized.
I'll just follow up the question of the Honorable Abante.
Of course, I think that will be a funny moment. Go ahead.
Mayor Batawil.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. You're from Pangasinan, right? The mayor of Lingayen.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you know the mayor of Sual Pangasinan?
Yes, Your Honor. He is a
Is-
member of our chapter.
Is the rumor true?
Your Honor, like you as a former policeman, I base my statement on evidence.
And you do not have any evidence?
At the moment, personally, I do not have, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Oh, I said so. Okay, so we will be proceeding to the next interpellator. But before I recognize Congresswoman Luistro, the chair would like to acknowledge the presence of the Lone District Congresswoman of San Jose del Monte City, Representative Florida Rida Robes. Okay na yan. Ma'am, you are now recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. With all due respect to Attorney Harry Roque, I always yield to your legal expertise. However, Attorney Roque, this is one of the occasions when my knowledge in law became gray. So I wish to ask once more for the record. With all due respect, kayo po ba ay abogado ng Lucky South 99?
Hindi po, wala po akong attorney-client relationship sa kahit sino na shareholder or officer ng Lucky Star.
From that
Lucky South.
answer of Attorney Roque, Mr. Chair, I wish to share to the committee the case of Eusebio Sison versus Attorney Lourdes Dumlao. This is AC number 11959, April 28, 2021. If I may quote, a lawyer-client relationship is established when lawyers consistently manifest to a person consulting them that they would provide legal representation or assistance, regardless of the close ties between the parties or the lack of written contract or the non-payment of legal fees. It is very clear, Mr. Chair, that from the definition of a lawyer-client relationship, kahit walang kontrata, kahit walang payment of legal fees, the moment the client starts seeking advice and the lawyer starts giving advice, a client-attorney relationship is created. Can we be enlightened on this, Mr. Chair, from Attorney Roque?
Attorney Roque, you are now recognized.
Mr. Chair, tama po yun. Ang problema, wala pong kahit anong konsulta na nangyari sa panig ko at sa kahit kanino sa panig po ng Lucky South. Kaya miski wala pong bayad, wala pong kontrata, wala rin po kaming komunikasyon. Dahil ang komunikasyon ko po, lahat po yan ay kay Cassie Ong lamang.
I understand, Mr. Chair, that a statement of Attorney Roque, he was never consulted by Lucky South 99. But he has been repeating a while ago that Cassandra Leong is the representative of Lucky South 99. Is it not that the consultations made by Representative Ong with Attorney Roque, the consultations as well that was made by Lucky South 99 with Attorney Roque, Mr. Chair?
Mr. Chair, gaya na aking sinabi po kanina, ang aking attorney-client relationship ay kay Cassandra Ong at kay Whirlwind. Dahil sila po ay umakto bilang ahente ng Lucky South, pero hindi ko po naging kliyente ang Lucky South. Para po siguro malinaw, it is an instance where both Whirlwind and Lucky South will benefit kung magtutuloy ang negosyo ng Lucky South. Kasi kung wala naman po Lucky South, useless yung pinatayong premises ng Whirlwind. At kung wala naman ng Whirlwind, wala ring uupahan ang Lucky South. Pero pagdating po sa attorney-client relationship, dapat meron man lang komunikasyon sa panig ng abogado at ng kliyente whether or not there is a written agreement, whether or not there is bayad. Pero wala po talagang ganon dahil limited lang ako kay Cassie Ong.
Mr. Chair, I just wish to remind our resource speaker that I think there were 3 members of the committee who have been delving on this question, and repeatedly, Attorney Roque stated that he is lawyering for Cassandra Ong. Cassandra Ong is the representative of Lucky South 99. And it is really hard to conceive how he can separate himself from Lucky South 99 if his client is representing no less than Lucky South 99. Lucky South is not a natural person. It is a juridical person. The only way to talk with a lawyer is through a representative, and that is Cassandra Ong. If I may add, Mr. Chair, under Section 3 of Canon 3, lawyer-client relationship. A lawyer-client relationship, yes, Attorney Roque is correct, the highest fiduciary character. As a trust relation, it is essential that the engagement is founded on the confidence reposed by the client on the lawyer. Therefore, a lawyer-client relationship shall arise when the client consciously, voluntarily, and in good faith vest a lawyer with a client's confidence for the purpose of rendering legal services such as providing legal advice, representation, and the lawyer, whether expressly or impliedly, agrees to render such services. There are 2 elements, Mr. Chair. The first element is that the client solicits advice and service of the lawyer. And the second element, the lawyer renders service and advice to the client. I think in the given situation, both were fulfilled. There is Cassandra Ong, or there was Cassandra Ong, representing the juridical person Lucky South 99, who solicited the advice, the service of Attorney Harry Roque. And Attorney Harry Roque physically accompanied Cassandra Ong to PAGCOR, a manifestation of his act of rendering service and advice to his client. I humbly submit, Mr. Chair, that I think there are sufficient legal provisions to establish that a lawyer-client relationship was indeed created with Lucky South 99, Mr. Chair.
Do you want to reply on that, former Secretary Roque?
Mr. Chair, I can only say that as a lawyer, I have a different opinion. I acknowledge that there is lawyer-client relationship between me and Cassie Ong as representative of Whirlwind, who in turn acted as agent for Lucky South. But that does not mean that Lucky South gave me their trust and confidence to represent me, and I will repeat it. Kung kukunin po nila ako to quash the raid on their property, I will readily accept it. Pero yun nga po, hindi nila gagawin yun. Dahil sa tingin nila, ang kritiko ng gobyerno, hindi magpapanalo ng kaso sa kanila, magpapalala pa. Yun lang po ang sitwasyon talaga.
Mr. Chair, earlier, Attorney Roque likewise stated that Whirlwind is the agent of Lucky South. Does our resource speaker confirm this, Mr. Chair?
Yes po.
And can agency be implied?
Well, it can be implied, but an agency once delegated cannot be further delegated. Yun po ang rule.
Can it be done verbally?
Well, agency is written or verbal. Pero ang sinasabi ko nga po, yung delegated authority to Cassie Ong cannot be delegated any further. Ang pwede lang po mag-delegate talaga ay yung principal.
And what, therefore, is your concrete basis why you reached the conclusion that Whirlwind is an agent of Lucky South 99?
Well, una-una, Mr. Chair, because that is how Whirlwind explained it to me. And under the circumstance na sila nagpapaupa ng property nila at may interest sila na magpatuloy ang negosyo ng Lucky South, nakita ko naman po kung ano ang interest din ng Whirlwind. Ang interest ng Whirlwind ay magpatuloy po ang negosyo nung nag-uupa sa kanila, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, I want to go to the basic. Agency is a contract where there are two parties involved, the agent and the principal. It is hard to conceive, Mr. Chair, that Attorney Roque will be relying on the representation only of Whirlwind without an active participation of the other party who is supposed to be the principal, the Lucky South 99. And even assuming that indeed Whirlwind is an agent of Lucky South, I hope we are reminded as well by the principle that the act of the agent is the act of the principal, and the liability of the agent is the liability of the principal. Similar to attorney-client relationship, there is a fiduciary relationship that is existing between the principal and the client. So I wish to conclude, Mr. Chair, that Attorney Roque's representation did not cover only the Whirlwind, but extends even to Lucky South, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Thank you so much. Tama-tama yung time mo. Dahil I was about to... hindi pa ba? I was about to remind you that your time is up. So there is an extension.
Yes,
Another
Mr. Chair.
extension for you, Congresswoman Luis Tro. Go
Yes,
ahead.
Mr. Chair. I just wish to confirm from the committee, Mr. Chair, if the Bureau of Immigration, the DOLE, and the BIR complied already with our request for submission of records of foreign nationals who were issued working visa, employment certificate, and registration as income taxpayer. That is for BIR. May we hear from them, Mr. Chair?
Yes, BIR complied with all the documents. We have the documents here. I think we have sent it through the Viber group that we created. And at the same time, the immigration also, they have submitted the documents. Unfortunately, ang DOLE, hindi po sila nag-submit. And we did not invite the DOLE, particularly because we have mentioned and manifested in the last hearing that we are focusing on the criminal activities pertaining to the body of the motu proprio. But we will be asking also, but we ask the DOLE to submit all the documents. So, Comsec, can you again remind the DOLE to submit all the documents that being asked by Congresswoman Luistro.
And may I request, Mr. Chair, also our committee to check on the consistency of the records of these three agencies upon submission.
Yes, check niyo ba yung accuracy? Okay, we will be asking the COMSEC to check the accuracy of all these documents. And as a matter of fact, all the documents are here at the back of of the chair. So if you wanted to see the documents and check it for yourself, you can do so. Go ahead, Congresswoman Luistro.
There's a letter here coming from Mayor Kapil. May sinasabi po siya ditong sinisiraan daw siya ni Pyra Lucas, Toto Kausing. Allegedly, it is being alleged na mayroon siyang pag-aaring 5 milyon. Nakakatanggap siya ng 5 milyong piso buwan-buwan. Mayroon siyang mga luxurious cars and mansions, which he is denying through this letter. I became curious, Mr. Chair, and may I ask PAOK, kayo po ba ang tamang agency para mag-initiate ng lifestyle check to check on the veracity of the allegations contained on the letter of Mayor Kapil?
Hindi po, ma'am. May DILG po para tumingin po sa kaso.
When was the raid of Bamban conducted?
Your Honor, it's March 13, 2024, Your Honor.
March 13.
Yes, sir.
Would it be true that the information that you had a meeting before March 13 in a certain camp in Region 3?
What particular meeting, Your Honor?
Did you have a meeting at Camp General Servilio Aquino of the Northern Luzon Command before the raid?
Before the raid, yes, sir. Sa NOLCOM po, sir, meron.
Yeah, that's the question that I...
Yes, sir,
I
meron
asked.
po, sir.
And in that meeting, informations were received by your office na lumalabas na yung mga tao doon sa Pogo Hub sa Bamban. Would that be correct?
Yes, sir. That's true, Your Honor.
Yes, that's true. And because of that, inapuran nyo na yung pag-conduct nyo ng raid.
Yes, sir.
Yes. May I know, what were the expected, or what was the expected number of people that you would find in the Pogo Hub?
During our pre-op, sir, we're expecting around 1,000 to 1,500 foreign nationals ang dadatnan po namin, sir.
And how many were you able to arrest?
Sa record po namin, sir, about mga nasa 300 na lang po, sir, yung mga dinatnan namin mga foreign nationals.
So, what was in your mind then?
Definitely, sir, nagkaroon po ng leakage.
Definite.
Yes, sir.
Sagot po nyo sa akin, definite.
Yes, sir,
nagkaroon ng
definitely,
leakage.
sir.
Kaya kumonte yung naratnan ninyo.
Yes, sir.
May I ask if General Karamat still here?
Present, Your Honor.
Okay. Narinig mo yung sagot ni Jose Cruz doon sa Kwan sa tanong ko.
Yes,
Kung
sir.
ba na definitely nagkaroon ng leakage noong March 13 na operation, which included the Office of the Criminal Investigation and Detection Group. Tama?
Yes, I heard, Your Honor.
Yes. Now, yung dahilan doon sa isang raid kung bakit yung bang Bamban na Jose Cruz yung elements ng CIDG galing na sa Regions 1 in Cordillera?
Yes, sir. Actually, kaya po na-delay, Your Honor, yung pagdating ng elements from the Region 1, sir, dahil medyo malayo po, sir. So that's why we need to, yung grupo na lang namin, sir, ang talaga nagtulong-tulong para maisara, sir, yung mga lalabasan, sir, ng mga nasa Pogo hubs.
But the participating units knew of the raid.
Yes, sir. Kasama po namin, sir, yung CIDG nun, sir. Yes, sir.
Anong CIDG elements from where?
NCR, sir.
NCR. Thank you. There was also a raid conducted on the same area by the CIDG alone. Tama po ba? I think that was, pagtatanong kanina, that was February 1 ba? 2023.
That's 2023, Your Honor.
Yes. Yun yung tanong ni Honorable Busita na CIDG lang ang nag-operate. Tama po?
That's what I heard, Your Honor.
Yes. Tama rin po ba, General Karamat?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Yes. And ang nag-lead ng raid, pagtatanong ni General Busita, if I understand it, si Colonel Alejandro?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. At after the raid, na-relieve siya.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero hindi pa ikaw ang CIDG head.
I was already the CIDG head, sir.
You were already the
Yes,
CIDG. Para maklarify kasi magulo kanina yung pagtatanong.
Yes, sir.
Di ba? So you were already the CIDG head when Colonel Alejandro raided yung Pogo Hub sa Bamban, Tarlac in February of 2023.
That's correct, Your Honor, sir.
Now, let's go back to the question of the Honorable Busita. Kasi magulo kanina. Took most of our time. Yan lang sa question na yun eh. Issue na yan. You relieved Colonel Alejandro how many days after the raid?
A day after the operation, sir.
A day after the operations.
Yes, sir.
Now, the Honorable Busita did not ask you the reason why. I'm asking you the reason why a day after the operation, you relieved the head of the team which operated against the Pogo Hub in Bamban, Tarlac.
Yes, sir, because there was already scheduled a revamp among all my commanders, sir. Actually, it was not Colonel Alejandro was issued order on that day. There were several regional commanders who were included in that reshuffle, sir.
Do you know the mayor of Suwal, Pangasinan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. And how close are you with him?
Being a former policeman, I know him. I know him as a colleague also, as a police, sir.
But you are very close with him. Together with retired General Ronald Lee. Would that be correct?
I cannot answer for General Ronald Lee, sir.
Well, as the chairman has shown a while ago, may mga pictures po kayo eh. Yung kagaya ng pinisita ng chairman kanina. Ako, I have pictures. Would you still deny that?
I could only answer for myself, sir. But I suppose General
You do
Lee
not
was
know-
once the provincial director in Bulacan, sir. I'm in Pangasinan, sir, so I suppose he knows him, sir.
Kasi nakikita-kita kayo eh. Di ba?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Yes. Kaya huwag ka na magsinungaling. Marami nang naipadala sa akin na information eh. Kaya pa. So, I'm asking this. So, the reason why Colonel Alejandro, after the raid in Bamban, was issued because meron ng plano na i-reshuffle ninyo. That's your official answer.
Yes, Your Honor, sir.
And you think this representation would believe that?
Come again, Your Honor, sir.
And you think this representation, paniniwalaan po yun, sinabi nyo?
I believe so, sir, because I was the one who authorized that operation in Banban. I give them clearance, sir. So, there is no reason na talagang i-relieve ko dahil dun sa operation nila dahil ako mismo ang nagbigay ng clearance sa operations na yun.
Wait. I'm sorry, Chairman, ako. Because a while ago, you were telling us that you were on leave. Now, sinasabi mo...
That was a different operation, Your Honor, sir.
No. Wait. You told us that on February 1, during the operation of Colonel Alejandro, you were on leave.
No, sir. During the operation of Colonel Buyakaw that I was on
You
leave.
were on leave also.
No, sir. No, sir. I did not say that.
Anyway, Comsec, can you kindly backtrack the video? We wanted to find out. But for the meantime, you go ahead, Congressman Chairman Akop. Again, reminder, General Karamat, please, reminder po, huwag po tayo magsisinungaling sa hearing na to. Go ahead, Congressman Akop.
General Karamat,
Yes, sir.
would you know if the mayor of Sual, Pangasinan was really the boyfriend of Madam or Mayor, former Mayor Alice? Not Congressman Batawil or Mayor Batawil, as insinuated by the Honorable Abante.
The same, sir. I could give my answer based on evidence, sir.
Based on evidence. And what you're trying to tell this representation and the committee is that you do not have any evidence.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Sa probinsya, Del Karamat, maraming marites. Kung nakakarating po dito sa Maynila, ano pa kaya doon? Di po ba?
I will stick with my answer, Your Honor, sir, that I have no evidence, sir.
Okay. Kasi, kung titingnan po ninyo kasi, yung pagtatanong ko kay Yusek Cruz, definitely nagkaroon ng leakage. Yun ang statement niya. Saan po kaya manggagaling yung leakage? Kundi doon sa mga nakakaalam na merong operation against the Bamban Pogo Hub. Di po ba?
Sir, the operation...
You are an investigator. Alam mo na yung mga connections na yun. Di po ba?
Sir, I was not informed on that operation, sir. I was on leave abroad, sir. Zero knowledge talaga kami, sir. Even my command group, sir, were not informed of that operation, sir.
Yeah. Yusek Cruz, why were there two search warrants you secured for such an operation?
For the Banban operation, Your Honor.
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor. There were two search warrants.
Why?
Malaki po kasi, sir, yung compound. So we need to use two search warrants.
There were 36 buildings in that 9-hectare or 10-hectare property, right?
About 10 hectares, Your Honor.
Now, have you asked PAGCOR kung lahat po ng building o yung operations doon may lisensya lahat?
Ang
Tatanong
kwento
niyo
po sa amin,
yung
sir, na
PAGCOR kung may
yes,
lisensya
sir.
lahat, yung 36 buildings na yun?
We were told that only one building and that's at the second, third, fourth, and fifth floor lang, sir, yung may license. We did two search warrants, Your Honor. Kasi where the owner or maybe the operator during that time think that we will be raiding lang, sir, yung isang building. But what we did, sir, is we applied for the whole compound. So, kasi sir, alam namin yung pinakikitang building sa PAGCOR is the building that they want to be inspected because wala kang makikita talaga doon, sir. It's like they are pulling all the inspectors with that building. So what we did, we applied for the whole compound, sir. So we can get yung mga scam farms nila, sir.
Let's leave that. Let's go to the raid at the subdivision in Tuba, Benguet. Secretary Hari.
Yes,
I heard
Mr.
you
Chair.
mention that it belongs to a corporation with you having share so far as that corporation is concerned.
An
Tama po?
interest po. Opo.
When you say interest, may shares po kayo?
Well, may nominal share po ako ngayon, pero gaya ng aking sinabi, we're in the process of reorganization and reallocating assets as part of estate planning. At ito pong Baguio property, talaga pong bago pa mangyari itong raid nito, ay talagang pinili ko that I want it back.
May I know the name of the corporation?
Na-submit ko na po sa Secretariat, PH2, di ba haba ang pangalan eh. Binigay ko na po sa Secretariat po yung contract of lease.
And
at,
yes.
at
And the majority shareholder is Biancham
Biancham
Holdings.
po. Biancham.
Mr. Chair, may I ask that the SEC would give us the documents so far as this corporation is concerned and Biancham.
Okay,
So
we
move, Mr. Chair.
yes, thank you so much. As a matter of fact, Congressman Akop, we have submitted, they have submitted the SEC a lot of documents pertaining to incorporators of the different companies. But this one is so different.
Mr.
Oo
Chair,
nga pala.
I have committed to submit it before this
yeah.
honorable committee.
Yeah. A while ago, we asked for that copy already.
Yes, Your Honor.
So we'll
and
be
I've
expecting
committed,
to
Your Honor.
submit it in the soonest possible time.
Yes, Your Honor. We
Thank
will,
you.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman, according to the Chairman Paduano, the documents should come from the SEC.
Yes. I think we asked the. Okay. SEC, can you kindly give us also the documents pertaining to the corporations that was registered to your agency? Asan ang SEC? Ayun, ha? You know the name of the company already, correct? Yes. We'll give you the name of the company. Furnish us as soon as possible. Thank you.